Well, here we are, everybody. Week 6. The races become more important from here on out as we are in the last final stretch of the season. The competition in each realm is heating up as those in the 5th and 6th positions are fighting to get into that qualifying group. So this week we've got races, incredible races. We've got prizes for the special things that happened last week, and we've got another amazing interview. So welcome back, sit down, strap in, and here we go. All right, everybody. Episode 6, week 6 of the season, final stretch, last half, whatever you want to call it. Another amazing episode in store tonight, so let's get right down to it. The first thing, we're going to give away our prizes for the week 5 performances. Who's going to win this week? Well, let's find out. First off, in the Ingrian realm, we're going to award the prize to Michael. Michael's going to win the Keep On Trying, Bud. You can do it. Michael started out the season well in the back. Uncharacteristic for him. He is pushing his way back. Every week, Michael just keeps on doing better. So here's 50 Glimmer for your efforts, my friend. Next, from the Andromeda group, we are finally going to give the award to everybody's favorite villain, Chris Beck. Chris Beck, once again, just casually taking victory away from everybody else. So we might as well give him a little 50 Glimmer prize for making everybody else just look a little slow. Next, from the Draco group, we are going to give the prize this week to Bemtacrew. Bemtacrew wins the Mr. Consistency Award. He's always finding his way into the top 4. He's there every week. He's always helping out behind the scenes. He's probably my right-hand man in the league. So here you go, Bemtacrew. 50 Glimmer for you. Next, our 4th award from the Capricornus realm is going to go to Noida Moro. Noida Moro gets the Making It Interesting award. He started out, he's 8th in the leaderboard, but he keeps on lately coming in 4th, 3rd. He's doing great, so keep on trying, buddy. Finally, we have a special award from the Scorpius realm for Emanike. Emanike wins the Good Sport Award. Emanike was ahead of JL Maxi going into the 10th round, and he casually let her pass so that she could get her best finish ever. So thanks for that, Emanike. I am going to grant you the 50 Glimmer Award this week. That's the prizes. Coming right up, we've got an amazing interview again. This week, we'll be hosting Pharrell, the Exiled Racers community manager. He's got a lot of cool things to say. So let's get right to it, and let's get to tonight's interview. All right, everybody. We have a very special guest tonight. Tonight we have Pharrell, one of the community managers for Exiled Racers. So please join me tonight in welcoming Pharrell to the show. Pharrell, how are you?
What's up? I'm doing well, man. I'm super excited to be in the show. Like, you've done an amazing job in the last couple of weeks, showing the way in how to run a community league and how to run like races, doing full videos. So, thanks for having me. And yes, let's go.
Well, thank you for the nice words, Pharrell. Now, for everyone out there, Pharrell's coming to us all the way from France. Just to show you the global reach of Exiled Racers. So why don't you start off telling us a little bit about yourself? Who is Pharrell? What brought you to this entire genre?
So, as you said, I'm French. I think most people will easily find out with the accent. I'll do my best to not do too many mistakes. But yeah, to make it simple, I've been teaching for about 10 years in France. So I live in France right now, in the south of France. And so around I think it was Q1 2021, we had the COVID lockdown in France, and it was the second or third lockdown. And so I was kind of bored, and I started looking at news, and I've discovered the GameStop stock madness. I don't know if you remember that GME. Everyone was talking about like the nerds versus Wall Street, um, and so that got me into like traditional finance and stock. I mean, interested in it, and I was like surprising myself watching Bloomberg TV a lot because I was bored and it was like exciting, and getting really into like financial markets and stuff. I've always liked economics and finance, and I've studied economics when I was younger. But this time it was like different, and then I found out about Bitcoin. So I knew about it before. I didn't pay much attention. Wish I had. But I started learning more, and then I found Ethereum and a little bit more about Web3 and crypto, and then polka dots. And I really, really fell in love with the polka dot tech. Like when we say I'm in for the tech, this is really what I think when I talk about polka dots. And I've tried to explain it to my dad and my brother. Like polka dots, it could be explained like it's that secure building with all the tools where companies would want to rent space, and use the wall security of the wall building and all the tools. So I know it's more complicated than this, of course, but this is the idea, and this is how I'll start explaining Polkadot to my dad and my brother. So then I discovered Moonbeam. So we go step by step. But Moonbeam and telling up like with the EVM compatibility side of Moonbeam. So I've joined the Moon River Ground Low, then the Moonbeam Tech Flight Event, the Moonbeam Event. I mean, I've been really involved into like Polkadot and the whole Moonbeam community. And then we arrived to how I discovered the NFT. So my NFT journey started with like Moonsama. Mm-hmm. It was just like a bunch of people of Legends in Telegram group. It was called Moon River Unofficial, I guess. It was 2021. And that guy Donnie gave us some Moonsamas to a couple of OGs. It was just like a test, just having fun with like that brand new concept of JPEGs and NFTs. And then it started from that Moonsama, and then they've built on their side a big project with like an impressive community. And when I was onboarding a few people on Exosama, I've discovered exit races. So yes, so like I saw a post on Twitter. He was Twitter still back in the days. It was from Moonbeam, like the official channel, and I fell in love with the arts and the vibe and everything. And I was like, this is the kind of project I was like looking for, because the art is amazing. And so I've started to find more information about the team and about the lore and about what they were about to build in the future. And like I've been impressed like every step of the way, I'm discovering what they were working on. So it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, I'll just interrupt you right there, because it's funny. That's about when I found you. I found you on Twitter. Before I found Exiled Racers, I found Pharrell Sama, and I was following Donnie. I was following all those things. I was in the Moon River crowd loan, but I was still very, very new to NFTs. I didn't understand the value yet of NFTs. So I remember being there at Moonsama when it first opened and thinking, why would I want to spend 2 Moon River on a picture, right? And I never got into it. But then I followed you, and it was interesting to then run into you when I came into Exiled Racers. So you're an OG. You've been in Exiled Racers now since basically the beginning.
Yes, like I was one of the first community members to join the Discord. They had already friends and early members in it, but as like I didn't know them before, I was one of the first community members, and so I really enjoyed the vibe. Like day one, it was like love at first sight. Like when you say this for exit races, that was like really what happened. I was impressed by the team background and by the arts, and really everything I was um, I was discovering, and I knew that NFTs and gaming, it has like something big to do. You know, when
Mm.
you said you discovered JPEGs and what to do with that, but then, and I know you love gaming, when you understand how it is important to have like on-chain digital collectibles when you've played different games in your life, you easily see how NFTs and gaming can work together. So that was super exciting, and so I've started like helping, like we all do as a team of modes, like having a good vibe in the Discord, helping people onboarding, trying to explain what exit races is. And now it's been like a couple of months. Then I'm helping BLR a little bit more on the marketing, content, community management kind of things.
Mm.
So yeah, I love learning new things. So as much as I love sharing and teaching, so I'm a teacher, so I'm the one like sharing knowledge most of the time. But I love being on the other side and learning from BLR and from the whole big brain at Exit Race, because this is a small team, but this is like a really impressive people, real smart people, nice people,
Well,
and I love it.
yeah, no, it's funny. You talked about onboarding people into the Discord. I remember my very first day as I came in, and you were right there. You onboarded me, you and Nadine and BLR, which was amazing to me at the time that I would be sitting there chatting with one of the founders. They blew me away. And you guys were so open and welcoming. I felt instantly in love with Exiled Racers, just like you. How has your role in the community, bringing people in, that's a year and a half ago now, approximately. What have you seen since?
Mm.
What have you seen in terms of the growth of the community and, kind of the people that we've all onboarded over the time? Like, where do you see the community at then and how it's grown to now?
No, I think this is really interesting, because I think we've built like an amazing community, and we went through like bear markets, and it was a tough time for crypto, and but we still have that strong community filled with great vibes, fun, and banter. And I think the founders, and talk about BLR, Race Dev and Sound, they led the way and they set the vibes, and the modes are amazing, like always nice and helpful, and it's like amazing teamwork, and this is super easy. And then our community, they really get the dynamics of the project. You know, they know that Exit Races has a small team, and the team has been incredible, especially in not over promising stuff. And with the art project bonus game thing, but this is really takes time to build, so you cannot overpromise. It's like this is not the right way if you want to build like a long term community, a long term project. That they have always been really clear about that, and they deliver so much even with such a small team, and it's really truly inspiring to work with them. But when you talk about like building community, you want to build a strong and a community that will trust you. It's essential for like any projects, especially in the Web3 world when you have a lot of people, grifters, rugging. So you have to be consistent in your communication and keep the community informed, and you want to be transparent and honest. And this is how you build trust with your community. So that's exactly why the team is careful to never like overpromise. The idea is like underpromise and over-deliver. So by setting realistic expectations and delivering on them, they can ensure that the trust within the community remains strong, and this is like essential for a long-term success, as I said. So, and then you have to listen to the community and reward them, reward active, supportive community members. So all the people that have been like participating in the different cups, they won prizes, they won keys. Even some people that came in the chat just to discover and predict first, they won some keys, and then they played. They participated in the upcoming like races and cups. So yes, listening to the community, like rewarding them, and at the same time, they are a small team, so it's important to like set clear priorities, because you have a lot of ideas, but you have to set some priorities and make decisions about what to focus on. It's because it's all about finding the most impactful ways to use like limited resources and move forward step by step, because you might have different ideas, but you have to execute and deliver and step by step. And DLR is really good at this, because he has like, they all have, I mean, like a long-term vision, and they know since day one where they want to go, and it didn't change. It's been months now, and still moving in the same right direction. And this is how you build trust. I mean, if you talk about exit races, you can definitely trust the team and what they do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's interesting you talk about BLR's over deliver, under promise mentality of that whole team. And every time they've delivered something, it has over delivered, right? Like from the beginning, the mint process, that whole interaction that I talked about with Racer Dev, the art itself, just the joy of opening a key and finding something amazing, no matter what it is. And then now to the racing, the actual game. We started out with the cups, and then we have the league, and they brought in the league mechanics. Everything they've done has over delivered, even though it's been under promised. You know what I mean? So
yes,
we're now here, we're racing, we've got a league. Tell me about, what are your opinions on the game? Like, how do you enjoy interacting with the game itself?
So I love it. I really love it. I'm not a big gamer, and so I love the idea to have like a low touch game, so really easy to understand. And we have different features like auto entry that you can use, and you don't have to come back on the website and register like and pick a stack. And so I love it. I love the game, the design. I love the algorithm. I love the sound. I'm a big music lover. My brother is a music producer, and so I love all the details we had recently with the sound design, because we did a full article. It's a blog post on Medium, on Exit Races Medium, and about like the sound design. This is like the whole experience the team is trying to build, from all the details on the racecraft, on the pilots, the sound, the algorithm, the booster when you accelerate, the different colors. It has to be a full experience for people to enjoy and for people to have fun, and step by step you see that we have like new features, and we have the community league, and this is why we are talking together here, because you're running your own amazing league. And this is the point of like giving power to the community by letting them run their own league in the near future and have fun and break friends. And but yes, I love everything about Exo races. So
So, with we talk about the league, which has been amazing, and we talk about the features um, that now exist in season two. I remember season one was much smaller. We had about half the people. It was basically using the invite system and keeping track on a spreadsheet, and yeah, a lot of the things of trying to get in touch with people to have them log in was solved with a bunch of the features they brought in that I brought up, that and everything I brought up that was like, hey, this would be really cool, this would be really cool, we got it. And here we are, season two. And so mechanically, the growth of the league has been amazing, again, considering under promise, over deliver, small team. But let's get into what's actually happening. Like, you're doing pretty well. Are you happy so far with how Pharrell has done in the first 5 weeks of the season? Like, how do you feel about your place in the standing?
look, I'm really happy right now because I'm going like back to the top of the group. I'm third in the group in the Draco.
Mm-hmm.
I'm group 3 Draco. But we had a wall blog post about the algorithm fairness, and this is really important because I have a like good stack, let's say, and so I had 42% chances of winning for like the first 2 races, and I didn't win. I hit the last that that's funny because yeah, it shows that doesn't matter. You have the algorithm and it's fair, and you still have a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is to compete, but the idea is like to really have fun and be in the group and have different race and banter and come in the chat and say Farrell, with the stack you have, you ended up last. How do you feel? I like talk to like Ben Crew or Binahev or Nadine or GL and have fun chatting. So this is like about building a wall community and experience around the game more than just winning. I love winning. But as like being involved in community manager, this is not what I really focus on.
I
But
know, right?
this
I
is
know. I love winning. I want to win so bad. And
yeah,
but I have a responsibility as the
of
league
course.
commissioner, if you will, right? I can't rub it
Yes,
in
of
people's
course.
faces if I win too much. And I'm backsliding. I started out good, but I'm starting to fade. And I've really seen a lot of the best part for me every week of watching and commenting on these races is seeing the surprises, right? And you talked about the algorithm being fair. Seeing last week JL Maxi, whose stack is not good, and she knows it. We all know it, but she came in fourth, right? The algorithm can mess with everybody because it's so tight. It's so tight, right? The difference between a 70 and a 50 is not that much. And watching the races is really fun. And I took personal pleasure in seeing you come in last in week 2. In fact, I gave you a prize for it because that was fun.
Yes, but I love it too. I love it too. Like if I come the race and I win every single race, it's not going to be
No.
fun. That's why we have an algorithm that is like playing, and that's why it's interesting, and that's also why we are able to predict on the outcome of the races, and that's really interesting part. So we not only have the racing part, but we have the art.
Mhm.
And even if you don't play, you have the art and amazing NFT, digital collectibles, the main collection, but also all the digital collectibles you can win through like participating in different cups. You also have the race, and you also have the prediction part. So you can have fun predicting in the outcome of the races with that NFT, just with your email, just with your phone, just connecting and participating. And so we have really different aspects in the Exil Races universe. So from the art to the race to the prediction, we also have like live events, like in New York for the track meet events with the races live and the DJ. So this is like building a whole experience, a whole universe around Exil Race, and this is what is exciting. So it doesn't matter if you just want to play a few minutes, or if you want to be there all the time on Discord and have fun with us, if you want just to go to like a track meet party, if you just want to log in and predict with your email, it's for everyone, you know?
Yeah, no, I think that's one of the most brilliant things of this whole thing is that it can be just as fun to watch than it is to actually
Yes.
race. And I think that that is an amazing aspect of it. And with that said, you know, everybody has an opportunity to watch because the King Waddle Racing League has a weekly show. And, you know, so we're going to get to the rest of that show here shortly. So, Pharrell, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you being with us here tonight. Any last words? You know, any last words to your competitors? I know Zaral is still ahead of you in the Draco realm. I think you're right there with Bemta. You know, any last words to your realm competition or to the community in general?
No, it's to the community in general. I just want to say that they are all amazing and they are really supporting the project. And even if it's on Discord, on social media, they've been amazing. I think we're gonna see like a lot more during 2024. And I really want to thank you for like doing the whole community link experience. I think this is a great way to show people what you can do with the community leagues, and when they will be able to run their own league, they will think about how Waddle is running like a YouTube show and is inviting people, and this is super like interesting. Like every single week, I'm excited to watch the King Waddle Racing show. So yes, hey, it's amazing. Keep going. I just want to say thank you for having me.
Well, thank you very much. And with that said, we'll get back to the show. Thank you, Pharrell, for being here with us. Thank you, sir, for joining our show. Everybody, join me in thanking Pharrell for taking some time all the way from France. So you can imagine the time zone differences between him and me out here on the West Coast. So thank you for staying up late with us. Now, before we get to the races, here we are, halfway through the season, week 6. Let's talk about the different realms and who's fighting for the playoffs. First off, in the Orion realm, obviously in first place, we have yours truly, King Waddle. You know, Gouda Cheese and Siebes fighting hard, but we've got GW, BLR, Michael, Abs, all still right there fighting for a chance. Anything can happen in the next 5 weeks, so good luck to everybody. Next in Group 2, the Andromeda Group. Again, Chris Beck, obviously, number 1 in the entire league, 3 wins under his belt. But Nadine, Sums, Racer Dev, Eat My Dust, Laodician, D Cup, everybody, all the way to 7th, fighting for those top 4 spots. Who's it going to be? We've got 5 weeks to find out. Next, Draco. Let's talk about the Draco realm. Surprisingly, Zaral, out of nowhere, in first place. Who is this guy? Peenan, Pharrell, now in the top 3. Bemta, obviously. XMK, Abbas, Schultze, Kyle Woken, all still in the fight. What's going to happen? We'll find out. Capricornus. Capricornus is an interesting one with the Misfits. Who are these guys? In number 1 with no wins. We've got Limedom, Pacoon with 3 wins under his belt. Coming from a slow start in the season, fighting his way hard. But then still, O-Functional, Maxby, Super DuPont, Bullet, Noida Moro, even Easty. Everybody still within striking distance to the top 4. Who's it going to be? This is what we're talking about. These races just keep getting more and more important as well as, and therefore, tense and tense. Finally, Scorpius. Scorpius realm, we've got some very clear leaders. Big Crippen, Miami, Devo, Scabba Jabba, Cry for Max, then it's Emaneke, Misha, maybe even JL Maxi and Bowie could have, a come from behind story for the ages. What's going to happen? None of us knows. The algorithm likes to play with our souls. We will see. So, let's get right to it. And let's get down to the races. Starting us off, as always, let's go and see Orion Realm.
Here we go. We are week 6, Orion Realm. What are they going to give us this week, folks? We've got some serious competition for first place in the realm. Let's see what's going to happen. GW off to an early lead, but Abs, King Waddle, and Siebes are all fighting it out for second and third. We've got Gouda Cheese makes a move, but falls back into fifth pretty quickly. King Waddle aggressively taking the lead. Abs, BLR making a move. BLR into first. BLR, maybe this is his week. Abs taking it back aggressively. Look at that. Look at that, folks. The whole group packed up near the front, all chasing after Abs, who's got a healthy lead. King Waddle trying. BLR trying. GW making a move. GW in second, third. King Waddle there too. After 5 laps, Abs is in the lead. That's right, we've got cheering in the background, folks. Cheering. We got crowds. Gouda in the lead, followed by King Waddle. King Waddle takes the lead. That's right. I've got my co-pilot here today, and she is cheering everybody on. GW back in the lead. King Waddle chasing. Gouda Cheese making a move. Abs coming up. Michael on the outside, aggressively making a move. Looking to make a name for himself this week, but GW holding everybody off. GW, King Waddle doing his best. 7 laps over. 8 now. And GW with the lead, but he's fighting neck and neck with King Waddle. GW trying to make a push. Gouda Cheese back there trying to keep his place. We've got Michael making a move past Abs for 4th. Siebes is falling back. BLR has fallen all the way back into 8th. Imperator back there just trying his best. Degentrified and Siebes fighting on the middle, but King Waddle and GW, this is where the action is, folks. Right up here in the front. Final lap. Healthy lead for both of them. Who's going to take it? GW holding off King Waddle by a couple of lengths. Can he make a move? He's got only half a lap left. GW takes it. King Waddle in second, followed by Gouda Cheese.
Oh man, what an amazing race. We've got GW winning 3 weeks in a row. Man, I thought Chris Beck was the villain. Maybe GW is competing for that title. We'll see. Not enough, though, to take the realm away from its current leader. I don't know who that is. All right, let's next move on to Andromeda Realm.
Okay, folks, here we are, Andromeda Realm, going into week 6. I'm King Waddle with your race commentary. Today I have with me a very special guest. I have Morley Waddle with color commentary. All right, everybody, Tycho off to the lead, but up Racer Dev making a move. Racer Dev takes it away. D-Cup and Tycho. D-Cup up there in the lead. Way to go, buddy. First time yet. D-Cup and Racer Dev fighting it out back and forth aggressively. But there's everyone's nemesis, Chris Beck. Right back, takes it away. Chris Beck, but D-Cup takes it back. Leo Dishin in 4th, fighting it out with Eat My Dust. Pushing Chris Beck. Chris Beck again, back and look at that, folks. 4 people, 4 racers, all aggressively pushing. This is amazing. What do you think, Morley? Nothing to say yet. We've got Chris Beck and Racer Dev fighting it on the lead. Racer Dev taking, oh, who's coming up? Leo Dishin pushing aggressively. Chris Beck fighting back. Chris Beck blasting into the lead. But Racer Dev and Leo Dishin fighting it out. D-Cup not willing to give up this week. He's pushing hard. We've got Chris Beck back in the lead. Come on, everybody. Chris Beck, the #1 nemesis of the entire KWRL. Oh my goodness. Leo Dishin fighting. Look at that, neck and neck. Laodician, Racer Devon, Chris Beck fighting back and forth. The lead exchanged multiple times. Who do we got back in the middle? D-Cup and Sums. Nadine trying hard. Nadine aggressively making a move. Pushing up. 5th, 6th, 5th. But no one can catch the top 3, folks. Chris Beck healthily in the lead. Oh, who's that making a move? That's Nadine, folks. She found the gas pedal. Here we go into lap 9. Nadine in the lead. Fighting it out with Chris Beck. There's Eat My Dust. Pushing hard past Racer Dev. Laodician not willing to give up. This is going into the 10th lap, and we've got 5 people fighting it out for the lead. But Nadine and Chris Beck battling. Nadine pushing hard. Oh my gosh. Nadine, Eat My Dust. Here he comes. Chris Beck holds them off for the win. Followed by Nadine in second and Eat My Dust with a 3rd place finish.
Well, there you have it. I think that's Chris Beck's 4th win. What was I saying about GW taking the villain title? Not quite yet. Nadine, Sums, Racer Dev, Laodician, all fighting to stay in contention for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spots. Battles, intensity, spectacles, action. What else could we ask for? Let's move on. Next, we have the Draco Realm.
Okay, here we are. Draco. What's Draco going to do for us this week? Again, it's me, King Waddle, with Morley Waddle here for color commentary. We'll see if she's got anything to say. But early off, we've got Zeral aggressively pushing his way into the lead, with Schultze fighting it out. The Funky One and Abbas. Bemtacrew fighting Zeral. Schultze in the lead. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone's there with a chance. Pharrell pushed back almost in the back of XMK. But XMK, Bemtacrew back in 8th place. Woo, it's a race to the back for the big hitters this week. Abbas up there at the front, aggressively fighting with Zeral and the Funky One. Kyle Woken. Kyle Woken has awoken, folks. Here he is, fighting it out now with Pharrell. Pharrell fighting his way back up, but Kyle Woken, the Woke, holding him off. We've got Zeral aggressively holding on to his lead, but Abbas pushing. Peenan, Kyle Woken, and Peenan fighting it out for 3rd. There's Abbas again. Peenan pushing up with a blast of speed. 1st place as we enter the 6th lap. Oh my gosh, folks, what's going to happen now? XMK Bemtacrew way back in 8th place. You got it this week, folks? Peenan holding on hard with Zeral. Kyle Woken and the Funky One battling it out with Zeral. Zeral, Funky One, Kyle Woken all chasing Peenan. In the middle, we've got Abbas, Pharrell, and Schultze falling back. Bemtacrew and XMK taking up the rear. Oh my gosh, folks. 8 laps done. Bemtacrew back there in 8th. Abbas in 7th. We've got Peenan fighting hard with Pharrell now in for the lead. Zeral, the Funky One, Kyle Woken, all battling it out as well. Who's in the lead? Peenan. Oh, Pharrell takes it. Kyle Woken. Kyle Woken has awoken. For real, he's awake in the final lap, fighting out for 1st. Where did this guy come from? He must have been in a coma. We've got Pharrell holding off Kyle Woken. Peenan trying hard, fighting hard. Pharrell takes the lead with, holy smokes, Kyle Woken in 2nd and Peenan taking 3rd. Every week, folks, something happens.
Oh man, what did I tell you? Anyone's got a shot. Where the heck did Kyle Woken come from? Out of nowhere. 2nd place. Pharrell making his presence known, once again taking the interview good vibes into the race. And then, as expected, Zeral right there, Peenan right there. Man, that realm is getting interesting. Let's move on to our 4th realm. What's happening in Capricornus?
Okay, Capricornus' turn. Let's see what kind of crazy action they've got for us. Looks like Morley, my co-host, has decided she's no longer interested. I guess there's just no dogs in space. Easty taking an early lead. Super DuPont pushing. There's Pacoon, as always. The Misfits pushing their way up. Look at that, folks. Aggression across the board. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fighting it out for first. Misfits, Maxby, Easty, Super DuPont. I don't want to say either one of them because they're all battling it out for first. We've got Maxby holding off Easty, but Easty's aggressively pushing, trying hard, but Maxby's holding him off. Noida Moro's in there. Noida Moro. Oh, we've got Pacoon coming up on the outside. Noida Moro fighting off with Maxby in the middle, but Maxby aggressively pushing him back. We've got Pacoon pushing into the lead, up there where he belongs. We've got Maxby and the Misfits liming them back in the race. Noida Moro falling back with Super DuPont, Easty, Functional, Bullet, way at the back. We've got, oh my gosh, liming them making a move. Liming them, but Pacoon with a commanding lead. We've got fighting it out for second and third. We've got Limedum, Noida Moro, Maxby, 7 laps in, and we've got Maxby, Noida, Limedum making a move up into third. Who is this guy? Pacoon holding him off, but Maxby pushing hard. 8 laps. We've got Maxby fighting, looking to catch Pacoon. Back, way back. We've got Limedum, Noida Moro on the Misfits trying to get that third position. Pacoon holding everybody off. Wow, is he going to lap? Functional, we'll see. Maxby, though, trying hard. Maxby, come on, Maxby. We're heading into the 10th lap. Maxby and Pacoon battling it out with each other. We got Limedum, the Misfits, and Noida Moro fighting for third. But there's Maxby and Pacoon. See, Pacoon with that big brain held on to just a little bit of his anger right to the end for that last second push. Pacoon takes it away from Maxby, and Limedum finally wins the battle for third.
Pacoon. Once again, Pacoon right there taking the victory. Man, that guy. Everybody else just fighting for second, third, fourth place. What's going to happen, folks? Capricornus, another realm of non-stop, unbelievable, intense battles. The points getting closer and closer. Those 4th, 5th, 6th spots fighting to make sure they make the playoffs. 4 more weeks. Let's see what happens. Finally, our last but most favorite realm. Let's see what's happening in Scorpius.
All right, our 5th and final race of week 6. The previous 4 have been intense with some incredible surprises. Scorpius never lets us down, but look at that, Bowie with a very early lead, and everybody else battling neck and neck for fighting for those second and third spots. Cry for Max makes a move. There's JL Maxi again, parlaying last week's 4th place, and now battling it out for the lead. Cry for Max. JL Maxi pushing up into the front, aggressively holding everybody off. Where did this come from, folks? Cry for Max back in the lead, and Mia right there fighting. Devo, Big Crippen, Bowie, Misha, all of them fighting down the middle. Who's going to push into that final 3, folks? Cry for Max up there in the lead. Mia making a move. Big Crippen fighting hard. Devo aggressively blasts past them in his surf craft, taking the lead. Look at that, folks. This whole group is spreading out. We've got Devo commanding lead, Big Crippen and Cry for Max battling it out neck and neck for second and third, and then Mia in 4th with JL Maxi competitive. But sliding back. JL Maxi kind of exhausted all of her energy at the beginning, folks. We've got lap 7, Big Crippen making a move. We've got Cry for Max trying to get that second place back. Look who's back, my color commentator. Welcome back, Morley Waddle. What are you doing? Yeah, I know, right? Devo up there in the front. Cry for Max and Big Crippen. Big Crippen, you say, Morley? All right, she's cheering for Big Crippen. We going into the 9th lap. Now you're cheering for who? Scabba Jabba. Where did he come from? Second place, pushing, chasing Devo, but Mia won't give it up to Scabba. Final lap. We've got Devo in the lead, commanding lead, but who's going to take second and who's going to be in third? Mia. Is Mia going to take the lead back? Scabba Jabba pushing hard, and Devo takes it. Miami in second. And that's right, Mo. Your favorite, Scabba Jabba, takes third.
As always, Scorpius never disappoints. Devo, his turn to take a win. Miami, right there. At one point in the race, JL Maxi was in the lead. Man, these races, you just never know what's going to happen. So everybody, that is week 6. The competition for every realm only intensifying. Who's it going to be? We've got leaders, but the fights in the middle are where it counts. Who's going to make it 4 more weeks to decide playoff results? So, let's now do everybody's favorite section. We've got tonight's trivia question. Again, just to reiterate, at the end of the season, 10 answers. I will link in the profile an email address, a Twitter, X handle, every way you can possibly get me these results. 10 right answers puts you in a draw to win a pilot key. All right, tonight's question. What country is Pharrell from? Again, what country is Pharrell from? All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching my little league and my little show. Appreciate you. If you haven't yet, click on the notifications bell, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you like. Tell me who your favorites are. Who do you think's going to make the playoffs? With that said, everybody, I look forward to seeing you next week at episode 7. Have a nice holiday season, and then I will see you again next week.
When you need to buy a pilot or a craft that's faster than the rest, you should be shopping at Moonbeams, 'cause their selection is the best. You should be shopping at Moonbeams, 'cause their selection is the best.